Hey guys, welcome back. This is in the continuation of the video series in which we are trying to explore the different connectivity options within Salesforce Connector. So in this particular video, we will be discussing about Salesforce OAuth username password based connection. So to start with, I will refer back to my domain project and I have created a new new Salesforce connection. So you can just click over here and click OK. And instead of basic auth, use OAuth username password. So what all you will require, you will need key, secret, username, password, security token, and the token endpoint is as it is. Username, password, and security token we have already covered in the basic authorization section of Salesforce config. For the consumer key and consumer secret, we can go back to our Salesforce site in which we have created some couple of connected apps. So let me go towards login.salesforce.com. Give me a moment. So I'm just logging on to the Salesforce platform. It will take a couple of seconds to navigate to that particular application. So this is under apps. Click on apps, app manager. Inside app manager, you can locate one of the app which is already showing connected. So I am going towards that, and I will show the configuration as well. This is pretty much same which we have followed for the rest of the things. We have to just pick the consumer key and the consumer secret out of here, and we have to use the same. So this is being used for OAuth is enabled for this. Okay, so what I will do, I will go back to a domain project again, and I have already configured one of the connections using the same. So I will open that particular project or the config. So we have to pass the consumer key, the secret, the username, the password, which is already in the encrypted format, the security token, which is the same as we have configured for basic authorization, and this is the token endpoint. So let me show you the values of these particular things so that it will make more sense. So I will go to the common properties, and this is the consumer key. So consumer key, when we say 3MV and ending with WG, okay, so this is the same thing. Secret is something which is specific, and the token endpoint I have, if you create a new one, this particular value will come up by default. So I have already mentioned this thing in my this property file. Okay, so having said that, I have configured the same using all these consumer key, secret, username and the password are the same which you have used for registering to the Salesforce platform. Token is also being referred back from there, and endpoint I have just shown you. So let's hit the test connection. It will take a couple of seconds to check it, and yes, it is successful. So as per the practice which we are following, I have created the same flow which is going to query the contacts, and after that we have configured this OAuth username password because this is again a domainized project, and I'm going to convert it into the JSON format, and finally there is a logger to log the records. I will clean up this project, and then I will start making a hit from the Postman. Let's see. So this is in the started state. Let me clear up the console and go to the Postman. This is the username password for OAuth. This is the same which we have configured. So I'm just making a hit. So if I make a count for name, it is 20, which is same as in the Salesforce contact object as well. One second, guys. Let me try to locate it. Let's see contact. Give me a moment, guys. Somehow I'm not able to locate what has happened. Yep, I got it. So as of now you can see 20 items, and the 20 items are being returned in our response as well. So this was basically to showcase how we can use OAuth username password as a connection. I hope you like this video, and thanks for watching.